observing what's going on in the news right now, and I've tried to get this across before. Democrats play chess when it comes to politics. Republicans, it's not even checkers. It's Candyland. Remember Candyland with the cards and, we got a yellow one. Move to the yellow number. This is beyond ridiculous, just how far beyond Republicans are and seeing what's actually going on. And I give you the latest story, the latest investigation by Democrats into Donald Trump. This top story, Wall Street Journal. And again, you take a look at the so-called journalists at the Journal that are actually covering this and just how vapid they are and understanding that, wow, they think they're onto something and just how they're getting completely played. And that story has to do with Trump's businesses got millions from foreign governments while he was president. Again, this is a rerun, quite frankly. They tried this early on during his first term, his only term there, the emoluments clause. So here's the story. China and Saudi Arabia topped the list of 20 countries whose governments of state-linked entities pumped millions of dollars into Donald Trump's properties while he was president. Let's take a look at this. Let's put this into perspective, which the media will not do. Basically saying these are documents were uncovered by the Wall Street Journal and the House Oversight Committee, saying that countries spent lavishly at Trump's hotels in Washington and Las Vegas, and they also shelled out. You got to read the language. They shelled out payments at his New York properties, spending a total of at least $7.8 million. And again, pumped millions of dollars. Pumped millions of dollars. When you book a hotel and you go on vacation, do you never say, I'm going on vacation and I pumped? Or you pay rent and you shelled out? No. The language that they're using in this article is, again, it's trying to nudge, push you in one direction. Again, the Chinese government entities linked had spent more than $5.5 million, 9 times out of Saudi Arabia. That's the next biggest spender. And again, they're saying it could only be a small fraction. There could be more. Okay. Again, we got the impeachment inquiry into Biden and his ties to Hunter Biden. And here's a bit of a tit for tat. So let's look at some of this thing. $210,000 in real estate and lodging fees by Saudi Arabia in 2018. That is, it's like to call a drop in the bucket. Okay. Here's a bit of anecdotal news. My father-in-law was a room service waiter at the Plaza Hotel. Let me explain to you, the stories he would tell when the Saudis would come in and take up 2-3 floors of the hotel. They would actually have lamb roasts on the floor. I kid you not. Anyway, $210,000, Saudi government, hotels. It's nothing. But again, they're saying, that's the same year that Trump publicly doubted U.S. intelligence assessments that Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman ordered the murder and dismemberment of Jamal Khashoggi. Saudi Arabia spent $615,000 at Trump properties over the course of his presidency. What's interesting is you never check to see what this is what I would have done if I was a journalist and I was actually doing my job. Have the Saudis spent money in Trump properties prior to him becoming president? Just out of curiosity. Because again, you're supposed to be a journalist, right? How much money have the Saudis spent on Trump properties, I don't know, over the past decade or two? Just might want to throw that out there. Anyway, this Hainan Airlines holding, this company went bankrupt or was broken up. And it had ties to Chinese leadership. Most companies in China have ties to Chinese leadership. They incurred $195,000 in charges at the Trump International Hotel in Las Vegas during a 14-month period beginning days before Trump was elected. I don't know, was there any conventions going on there? Were they trying to grow their business? I don't know, was there any sort of events going on? You go online, you can look up the airline, which still exists, and they're very much marketing as this luxury airline. Well, it might have something to do with it. I'm just saying, might want to look into that. Malaysia paid for a $10,000 per night suite in Trump's Washington hotel in September 2017 for their Prime Minister Razak, while he was under an investigation for his role in a multi-billion-dollar corruption scandal. And they said that if spending caused a 70% jump in average nightly room revenue at Trump's Washington hotel compared with other nights. Just that one room caused that? Or maybe something else was going on at that time. I mean, again, maybe there was a jump in because he rented up a bunch of rooms for security personnel, all of those things as well. I'm just saying. And I like this one. A few months earlier, a Saudi delegation paid $2,000 for coffee table flowers and towers of cookies at the same hotel. Yeah, a buddy of mine who works for Google was telling me he had clients out for dinner in Las Vegas, and one of they just signed a big deal, and the guy ordered some sort of famous bourbon, and the shot cost him close to $1,000. Again, that's nothing out of the ordinary for a luxury hotel. Here's another one they'd like to point out here. The Chinese state-owned industrial and commercial bank of China paid $5 million in lease expenses while Trump was in office. Well, let me check here. When did they sign that lease? Oh, it's a 20-year lease. It's a 20-year lease that was signed many years before Trump was in office. And here we go. And this is the type of conversation we're seeing. Jamie Raskin, represented Maryland. No president has ever come close to receiving as many gifts from foreign governments as Trump has. Those aren't gifts. That's business. They're not gifts. They're business. And quite frankly, based upon the business that he's in, it's not that much at all. And he said the Constitution's central command is that the president serves the American people, not foreign governments that want to pay him off. Do you think $2,000 in cookies is going to buy Trump off? Like I said, I don't have the highest opinion of Donald Trump either, but this, my friends, is ridiculous. And what this is, plain and simple, it's a diversion, not going anywhere. Story's not going anywhere. It's going where the Democrats want it to go. And this is where I'm going to start talking to you about 3D chess. They want to run against Donald Trump. They want that. They want to win over. They want to win over all of those people that I'm thinking about. I don't like Biden, but again, they're not sure about Trump. They don't want to go back to the crazy, all the nonsense that's going on. They're playing this like a fiddle, and just like I told you was going to happen from the get-go. And again, for whatever reason it may be, the media's playing into this as well. They're playing into this as well. It's right up their alley, and they're setting up a Biden victory. And again, I'm sorry. You guys can tell me, oh yeah, look at these poll numbers. Look at that. Those polls mean nothing right now. And if you put out chaos, and that's going to be 2024. That that's all Donald Trump is going to bring is chaos. People are tired of chaos. And yeah, the tried and true Trumpsters, dyed in the wool Trumpsters, they're going to vote for him. They're going to vote for him. But I'm sorry. In my belief, it's not going to be enough. A little side note, it's embarrassing. It is, at some point in time, we've got to be better than this. We have to choose a hell of a lot more wisely in who we vote for. Again, this is just, it's turned into a freaking steel cage match. It really has. Hey, the storylines out of politics today in the United States, you reminded me back when I was a kid, and you'd have those, professional wrestling storylines with the girlfriends and the backstabbing and the gotta get revenge. I mean, it's not a good place we're in as far as our country and as far as politics are concerned. And again, I wish, I mentioned this before, we needed some sort of, the founders needed to put some sort of reset button where, you have a vote of confidence or figure something out where there was an option on every ballot saying remove everybody. If that number comes up, everybody's got to go and need all new faces in there and nobody can run again. Anyway, WatchDog on WallStreet.com.